Oh, well, welcome back, everybody. I'm glad you guys are joining me today. And, well, we continue to unravel this whole January 6th committee thing with Liz Cheney being one of the prime individuals who decided to hide evidence that obviously would have exonerated Donald Trump early on in their investigation because they knew their investigation was built on a lie. They had already come to the conclusion that he was guilty and they were going to impeach him and they were going to work to ensure that he could not run for office again in 2024. This was the whole basis of the 2021 January 6th commission that Nancy Pelosi handpicked in order to go ahead and establish a paper trail for the conclusion that they had already come up with and had already fed to the mainstream media. So when they had people like Liz Cheney who were useful idiots in their attempt to look bipartisan, they obviously were all bought and paid for by the globalists and the deep state to do one thing, and that was to ensure that Donald Trump would not be able to run for re-election in 2024. And in doing so, they were going to have to hide evidence. They were going to have to omit evidence that went to the contrary of what they had already established. So as we move 3 years past this commission, we are now seeing more and more evidence come out, obviously pointing out that these individuals, people like Liz Cheney, were hiding evidence. She needs to be arrested, along with many others who were on that committee who decided to go ahead and railroad Donald Trump. So before we dive into today's video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. I appreciate you joining me, sharing this with your friends and family. Don't forget to smash that like button. 1,500 likes if you're able to. And of course, if you like the content, you like the video, you might like the other videos on this channel. So get caught up on the news of the week by checking out some of the other videos I have on here. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we have here. Coming to us from the Gateway Pundit. And of course, this establishes what we had already presumed was happening, but now we have that evidence, new information on Liz Cheney of her deceit and perverse actions surrounding on January 6th raises serious calls for her arrest and prosecution, right? On May 2021, a report revealed that Cheney secretly orchestrated the Washington Post op-ed by all 10 living former defense secretaries, including her father, warning against Trump's efforts to politicize the military prior to January 6th. In the Washington Post op-ed, the disgraced Congresswoman warned that involving the military in election disputes would cross into dangerous territory. Weeks later, Liz Cheney led the efforts to impeach Trump and throw him in prison for not securing the U.S. Capitol prior to the January 6th protests. It is widely reported that it was Pelosi, Democrats, Mayor Bowser, and the Capitol Police who refused President Trump's request at the U.S. Capitol with 10,000 National Guard troops. Liz Cheney secretly masterminded the extraordinary Washington Post op-ed authored by top military leaders just 3 days before the Capitol riot, which it has been claimed. The later published in the Washington Post contained a stark warning from 10 defense secretaries from both parties. Now, the Wyoming Republican could be within days of losing her elected leadership post amid clash with Trump and came to a head with his claim that the 2020 election was a big lie, right? For context, Kash Patel, the former chief of staff of the Secretary of Defense, joined the Epoch Times for an interview on security planning and protests of January 6th. During his interview, Kash admitted that Mayor Bowser turned down thousands of National Guard troops at the Capitol on January 6th for political reason. Christopher Wray's FBI also refused to notify the Trump administration and his cabinet secretaries that they believe there could be a situation like the mass protests at the Capitol that took place. Pelosi also refused the National Guard at the U.S. Capitol due to politics. In the Washington Post's interview with the Washington, D.C. police chief, Steve Sun, the National Pulse reports that outgoing police chief believes his efforts to secure the premises were undermined by the lack of concern from House and Senate security officials who answered directly to Pelosi and McConnell. President Trump later reiterated during an interview with Sean Hannity that he had authorized the National Guard to be in D.C. on January 6, 2021. And of course, it's time for Liz Cheney to be charged and thrown in prison, along with so many of these other individuals who were on this committee, who were working in order to undermine Trump, undermine this republic, which we have fought for so long to continue to have. And they are working, again, still behind the scenes in order to try to prevent Trump. So we'll see how this all plays out. But surely there needs to be a consequence for Liz Cheney and others who were on that committee, who led the efforts in order to try to imprison Trump. So if Trump wins election again, this needs to be the first priority from the DOJ, is to go after these individuals who have decided to run treason against our country. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Of course, you guys can follow me on all my social media, all linked in the description down below. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. And until next time, I'll see you guys later. Have a great day.